Headlines tonight. Man becomes bin. Piers Morgan fingers cat. And is your house liable to just exploding? All tonight, new, unmissable, and downright silly. The news programme. The military branches of Bury College and Holy Cross have been told to be put on standby today as their leaders meet for some fierce negotiations in Manchester. Leader of the Indie Republican Army, Alex Latomy, met with RCF General Gary Gaza Stevenson for a series of negotiations that are desperately trying to avoid conflict. James Chapman right now is live from Manchester, so it really looks like war, James, then.
Yes, Jack, it is in fact going to be war around here. Just nothing but war. Full on war. Just war. That's all it's going to be.
So, what do you think? Do you think it'll be a violent war?
Yeah. Very violent. Extremely violent. Anything you like, blood, guts, anything you want from a shock site, really. Just sickening. 2 girls, 1 cup material, to be honest.
So, how many do you think will be lost? How many casualty-wise?
Millions. Millions of lives are at stake, Jack.
Really? Well, I find that hard to believe as not millions go to Bury College and Holy Cross combined. At most, there'll be 1,000 casualties.
Nope. Millions. Millions guaranteed.
Oh, really? Well, strong words from James Chapman in Manchester. Thank you, James. Mickey, have you taken ecstasy again? I warned you, this is in your contract. No, Mickey! The ironic serial killer has struck again, I'm afraid. Before I read his latest crime of passion, first, let's recap of the last 2 murders. The first victim was a paramedic from Newcastle who was ran over by the killer in his own ambulance. A cancer patient survivor was thrown from the roof of the hospital during their last chemotherapy session. And this time, a stunt double for Joe Pesci was stabbed in the back of the head. Obviously a reference to the iconic crime film, Goodfellas. I love that. I tell you what, I love that film. Did anybody else love that film?
Yeah! That film is amazing.
See? He loves that film. See, this is why I work with this crew. They love the same stuff I do. Obviously, I'm slightly better looking and is paid extremely more, but we're all equals here at the news programme.
Watch what you bloody say.
I love that film!
Here's the sport with Daniel Keogh.
Thank you, Jack. This is the sport. As you can see, it was the Wimbledon final weekend just gone at Wimbledon in London. Andy Murray was savagely... Ooh, just less of that, please, guys. Just because he's a twat doesn't mean we have to boo. This is my time. Anyway, he was savagely beaten by Swiss international Roger Federer. And I don't mean just on the court, I mean actually outside Wimbledon. He was found beaten up with his face a bloody mess. People crowded round to watch the stricken star get taken to hospital. We wish him a speedy recovery. So,
No,
we don't. We don't.
Fucking knobhead!
He is a dick. Anyway, that takes us on. Forget the tennis, nobody likes it apart from the posh jobs. Let's go on to the football, which everyone likes. I've got the scores here. It's Rapist United 3, Anal Virginity 0, Shitsville County 4, Mel Gibson FC 2, X Factor Dundee 10, Britain's Got Talent Rangers 5. It's a pretty big scoreline. And we'll stay with football here. We've got some transfer news for you. I know I didn't know much about it last week, but I do know it now. Robin van Persie has refused to sign a contract with Arsenal. That means Arsenal will no longer be the threatening team they were. Piers Morgan. You mad, bro? Anyway, thanks for that anyway, guys. That's your sport update. We'll be here next week with the next sports update, hopefully. Thank you, Jack. Back to the studio.
The mobile network provider O2 was went bust today. Went? I'm sorry? Really? Ladies and gentlemen, as a reporter and an anchor and international sex symbol, I have never experienced scenes like this. That's what's happening in Manchester. Dramatic events have unfolded at the Chav Hipster Conference in Manchester. We go now live to James Chapman. James, I do believe it's war, is it not?
Yeah, Jack, it's full on war out here. After a chav had insulted indie band Noah and the Whale, the hipsters just went berserk. The war has broke out, and in the true spirit of war, I'm off to go kill a man.
Ah! Thank you, James. News programme will provide coverage as it unfolds over the next few, well, however long this violent, bloody, and quite frankly, atrocious war will last. We have time now for a war cry. Chris, please.
Everybody, it's a war!
You heard that? That is the voice of war. From everybody here at the news programme, good night.